Hello there and welcome to Tanuki Twist. In part 1 of our Yorkshire adventure, we jumped a train from King's Cross Station and headed up north to York. The journey takes about 2 or 3 hours depending on the service, which gives you loads of time to look out the window and enjoy the scenery, or even to do a quick recap. Last time out, we got very lucky with the weather and we focused on all the fun you could have in the sun. We even had a chance for a romantic walk alongside the River Ouse. Now, if you missed part 1 and you want to check it out, the link is available in the top right hand corner. However, the sun has gone away, the rain is here to stay, so let's find out where we can play on this slightly soggy day. York has been a permanent fixture since 71 AD when it was founded by the Romans. Picture the scene, lots of hot Italians walking around a slightly wet and marshy Yorkshire valley, wondering just where they can put their newest fortress. Naturally, throughout history, York was occupied by different people at different times, including the Vikings, the Anglo-Saxons, and a whole fleet of confused tourists just looking for the Statue of Liberty.
Wrong York!
The city itself is very quaint, picturesque, historic and easy to walk around. Even in the rain there is plenty to see and enjoy. However, the rains in Yorkshire are famous for sticking around longer than an Irish man at an open bar. So, eventually you will need to make a plan. But don't worry, there's loads to do. Our first recommendation is perhaps York's most iconic, York Minster. From outside, the Minster is huge, imposing, and if you saw the last video, you might remember that it's actually the 3rd biggest cathedral in the UK. However, it's only when you go inside that you can fully appreciate just how breathtaking a space it actually is. It took over 200 years to complete, and it's easy to see why. At the east end of the Minster, in the Ladies' Chapel, there is the largest medieval stained glass window in the world, with over 100,000 pieces of glass. Our second stop was to the National Railway Museum, conveniently located just behind York Rail Station. The museum is home to over 100 trains, including royal locomotives, the fastest steam train ever built, Stephenson's rocket, and the only bullet train, or Shinkansen, outside of Japan. It is an absolute marvel of a place, both for train lovers and train newbies, and we even got a sneak peek at the new Crossrail roundels. Note to self, visit station name at some point, it sounds lovely. Overall, there's a lovely sense of nostalgia in the air. The old signage, ticket machines, advertising and slightly musty smell adds to the effect and transports you back to a different time.
Could you please bring me a coffee and cake?
So 3 words, Jenny, to sum it up?
Really, really nice.
Really, really nice. That's 2 words. I think really counts as really very nice. Yeah? I mean, I'm glad to see you put effort into it.
The museum really does pull out all the stops. Yes, that's a train joke. For our next stop, we decided we needed 3 C's: coffee, cakes, cats. So we headed over to the wonderful Cat's Whiskers, located on Goodrum Gate. And it is simply put, the bee's knees, the dog's bollocks, maybe there's a cat one that I'm missing?
So we're a cat cafe, we've been here 2 years now, in between various lockdowns. We work with a local rescue, about 20 minutes south of York. Some of their rescue cats come here, so the idea is that customers can come in, spend a nice relaxing hour with some lovely cats. They can have some locally made cakes and drinks if they want to, play with the cats, just sit and spend time with them. And a lot of people like just to do that. They find it really relaxing just being in the company. Yes, they do. So we've adopted 7, I think, since we opened. We did 6 in the first year. Obviously last year was a little bit different because of lockdown.
Spread over several floors, it's home to a whole host of rescue cats who all call the cafe home, including 2 very sweet deaf cats.
How do you get the attention of a deaf cat?
Carefully, I always make sure he's aware that I'm in front of him, rather than creeping up behind him. Just put my hand in front of his face or something. Okay. But he's profoundly deaf. Sometimes you think Olaf might pick up on the odd thing, his brother, the short-haired white one upstairs, they're brothers.
He looks very happy with you.
What did you do with the cats during lockdown?
They stayed here.
Oh, they stayed here?
And I stayed here as well, yeah.
Oh, wow!
One more thing you can do in York is to take a night walk in the rain. It's very nice, it's lovely, it's moody, it's atmospheric, and it gives you a different perspective on the city. On the night that we were actually going to film this, however, I chickened out, not wanting to get soaked, so Jenny did it on her own. She really enjoyed it, although she came back wetter than if she'd just taken a shower. So I'm not sure I could recommend it wholeheartedly, as, I wasn't there. But she went to a lot of effort to film this, so I guess I felt obliged to put it in before the end. According to the CIA fact book, Yorkshire gets an average of 184 days of rain per year. And according to the CIA agent who lives in my wardrobe, it might be even more. So odds are that if you visit York, there will be at least one rainy day. When you do visit these locations, please tell them that Tanuki Twist recommended them to you, and they will be sure to tell you that they've no idea who we are. Now we're almost done with our time in York, so let us know in the comments your favourite part of the video, and if there's anywhere else you'd like us to visit for an upcoming video, let us know. We'll try our best to get there. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.